Right, so we've got 12. I didn't know. Is there really 12 of these? Jesus, one was bad enough. Oh god, it is just insanely boring. And it's just, I watched this movie expecting an okay movie. I wasn't expecting a great movie, kind of idea. I remember watching the trailer, wasn't really that interested in it, just thought, oh, it's an Emma Roberts movie. So, we had that. And well, where to start? Because there's so many problems with this film, I don't know where to begin. Emma Roberts is great. The rest of the film, not so much. It's basically, yeah, I don't know what they were doing. I mean, it's basically a bunch of different movies in which you don't care in either one of them, and it's got obviously there's a cop drama kind of little thing going on there. A thing about a kid from rehab. There's a whole thing about the fact that some kid is a drug dealer and then he gets shot by 50 Cent at the beginning of the film. I didn't care about his character getting killed, so I can't really engage in it as a drama. Didn't like the whole thing with the rehab guy and his brother. Found that just to be like, okay, what? And like, why wasn't he in rehab or taken out by the cops? Or why wasn't someone alerted? I don't understand that. And he started doing a bunch of crazy things. And then it's the tweeny drug movie, and then it's the drug dealer movie of White Mike. And, because there's the whole thing in it that tweeny drug movie, there's, whole thing about going to parties and showing how people party and then doing drugs. But it's just, that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that there's so many different things going on, and how am I supposed to care how am I supposed to care about a bunch of these treating people taking drugs or going to some party which has nothing to do with it. Just to, oh, let's have a party thing. Let's have just stuff about teenagers. Let's have something about someone who's going to rehab. Look, I don't have anything wrong. And I'm not being disrespectful to people who go to rehab. It's just the way that it was dealt with in the film, I think, is wrong, and it didn't work. And the whole thing of the film actually says about how shallow and how annoying some of the characters are. So that also puts me off as a viewer. And the voiceover is probably the worst voiceover I've ever heard in an entire film. I mean, someone doing a voiceover about someone, like, I don't know, eating some food would be a lot better. Just doing it as a neutral thing of, oh, this is how it did it. That'd be so much more, like, not annoying. And then this is basically some guy's got throat cancer doing this voiceover, and it's just the most annoying thing. And can't tell if it's serious, can't tell if it's a joke, can't tell if it's making fun of itself, and that's just really wrong. And it's weird. It's a weird Emma Roberts movie, and she's not really in it that much. She's in it for a bit, but those are the only scenes I enjoyed because of her presence. But I didn't enjoy the actual scenes being part of the film because the film makes no sense. So there we have it. So yeah, she's great to look at. She's amazingly beautiful and a great actress, and she's the only interesting character in the entire film. The rest of it, don't care. It's Corey Culkin. Is it Corey? No. Rory Culkin, what's his name? Kieran Culkin, that's it, yeah. He, from Scott Pilgrim and some other things, who is a good actor, he's just, oh, wasted. Really wasted in here. And it's a real shame because I like Corey. I really like, so I get confused by Kieran Culkin. I really like Kieran Culkin, and it's just a shame that they don't care. And then the whole thing about that, oh, this person doesn't care, and then I'm not supposed to care about this person. It's just like a rapid effect of I don't care, and that's just my problem with a film that's supposed to be just okay or going over okay. I have to engage in the characters at least some bit, and or to a big level at least, and I couldn't do it with this film, and I didn't want to, and I didn't feel ashamed that I didn't connect with the characters. I just felt like it was just an annoying puss of a film. It's really annoyingly just bad. It's not just a bad film. It's just bad because there's somebody in it who you think's great, and then they've just slam dunked her into this for no reason, and she obviously didn't have a lot of control over it, and you think I'm not angry at her. I'm just angry at the people who made this film, and they're just annoying idiots. And I just don't get, like, why is this even a film? I mean, Joel Schumacher, who did Batman and Robin, I mean, it's a real glowing track record to have this and that put together. I mean, it's not as bad as Batman and Robin, but it's not far off if you really try, you know? Like, it probably, like, just, Batman and Robin is probably just little bit worse. But, so, yeah, it's awful and annoying and stupid and completely just bang on the head, smash into a wall, annoying. And it makes no sense in terms of substance or what's going on. The dialogue is just it's just like what, and some of the things people say in the film make no sense and are just completely inane and terrible. It's all over the place. It basically seems like a film that somebody didn't know what the movie was and just kept adding things in and adding things in and then putting it into the editing room and going, oh, actually, let's have this bit. Let's have Emma Roberts. She's great. Movie's terrible, but oh, let's just throw that in. Let's throw that in, a bit of this, bit of that, and that's all it seems like. And that's my biggest problem, that it doesn't know what to do with itself, and you don't care with the characters at all. Apart from, I care about Emma Roberts, and at the end she almost got shot, and I almost screamed and got angry at the screen. Actually, didn't scream, but in terms of angriness, I've been really angry and made this movie go down to a 0 out of 10. But because she didn't get shot, and because she was the only saving grace of the entire movie, 1.5 out of 10. It's such a bad movie. But I don't want to go over that anymore because I feel like I said my problems. So there we have it. 1.5 out of 10 for 12, and let's hope there's not a 13.